Hello and welcome back, everyone. Welcome to Di3. This topic we'll be talking about IP version 4 in networking. And to show you an example of what we're going to be talking about today, we'll go ahead and take a look at this, how the octets are made up and what actually makes up an IP version 4 address. So these are made up of 4 different octets, and you'll see this denotation here by the dots that you'll see in a typical IP address. And each of those dots represents 8 bits of information in there. Now the bits have 8 bits per octet, and each of those bits has a value assigned to it. So bit number 1 has a value of 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, and so on. All the way up to 8 is 128. And each of these values, when you add these together, will give you the total combinations of the 2 values. So you have an on and an off. If the bit is on, you get the value. If the bit is off, you get 0. So there's the calculation on how to create this is 2 to the 8th, which gives you 256 unique numbers. All right, so if we take a look at an IP address like 192.168, let's just say 0 instead of 10 here. So let's just make this change here and say, if we're looking for 192.168.0.100, what that would look like in binary or written out from an octet perspective is all of the bits are off except for these last 2, bits 7 and 8, and you add these 2 together, the values of 128 and 64 will give you the 192. And then you go on to the next octet and you see 168. So how do we come up with 168? Well, we need bits 4, bit 6, and bit 8 turned on, and so adding those values up will give us 168. The third octet is a 0, so we don't have anything in that one. All bits are off, so there are no values that we're going to represent here, so that's all zeros. And then the final octet was 100, and how we create that is bits number 4, bits number 6, and 7, add those together, and we will come up with 100. So that, in a nutshell, is how the bits are created to give us the octets and give us the IP addresses for IP version 4. Stay tuned for the next video, and we'll go into all the different details as far as subnets and creation and everything in between. So if you like what you see here today, please subscribe and share with your friends, and we will see you on the next video. Thanks, everyone.